Lamar to the air on first down, and he's got his man, Mark Andrews, up to midfield. Big play on first down for 25 yards.
They're the bulk of the run game in addition to Lamar Jackson.
On third down, it's Duvernay. He's got some room on the left side, and he's got a first down. Kenyon Drake comes in at running back. First down and 10. Lamar, quick pass. It's Andrews. His second catch, and he lost the football. Ball comes out. Jacksonville says they have it, and they do.
Yeah, when my body touches the ball and I'm out of bounds, the ball is then out of bounds. So it's really close. Chad Muma is right there out of bounds. If the ball touches his leg while his arm was out of bounds, if so, this ball will be the Ravens' ball.
Play clock down to 1. Jackson throwing left. He's got a man wide open. First down, Robinson.
Line up right there in the slot on the 3-receiver side.
Jackson flushed out, rolling right. Still has it, now throws it away. Pressure was coming. And Tucker has now made 89 in a row from inside 30 yards. A loss of 8 on the play. Lawrence over the middle. He's got his man. It's Zay Jones. Big play for a first down. 24 yards. Third and 1. And Hasty spins forward. That'll be very close. Opponents have converted 6 out of 6 times. Lawrence trying to make it 7 for 7. No signal yet. 6 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Here's Edwards. Has some room on the left side. Gus still going. Down to the 33. A 17-yard run for Gus Edwards.
He's going to continue to use those legs for more yardage.
Lamar, quick pass, complete to Duvernay. Blockers ahead, and a good job there. Knocked out of bounds by Andre Sisco. Lamar on 3rd and 4. Rolls, fires, end zone, incomplete. Robinson could not hold on. And Tucker is good again. Lamar trying to do it himself. He does. He's got the first down. And Muma makes the tackle. 1st and 10 for Baltimore. Lamar. And he lost the football. And either way, he's short. That was a strange quarterback sneak, James Lofton. It's Jacksonville football. ETN back on the sideline, but Hasty in the ball game. Lawrence gets rid of it quickly. Zay Jones slips a tackle and picks up a first down. And off Hasty. Has some room on the left side. Across the 30, and he's got a first down. Marlon Humphrey was the first to wrap him up, but a 13-yard run for Jamichael Hasty. Lawrence pump fakes, looking for Hasty. He's got him, and a touchdown! A 28-yard strike from Lawrence to Hasty, and we're tied at 6. So now the Ravens trailing for the first time today. Lamar dancing around the pocket, trying to buy time. Sneaks through. Here he is. Lamar Jackson somehow turns that into an 8-yard run. Lamar just takes the snap, rolling right on 3rd and 10, trying to get it, and he does.
1,000-yard season also of his career.
3rd down and 8. Lamar slings one. He's got a first down. That's Deshaun Jackson. It would be a 56-yard field goal from here. 3rd and 10. Lamar, Ricard, incomplete. Low throw. 55-yard attempt. This year from 50-plus. Tucker is 5 out of 7. Kick on the way. And what else would you expect? It's good. Empty backfield on 1st and 10. Quick pass to Christian Kirk. Across the 30, still going. And Kirk has the first down.
This fact that he's been over 70% in 5 games, over 80% once, over 90% once also.
Lawrence, and there's Zay Jones again into Baltimore territory with his 5th catch of the day. So the Jaguars have been rolling with Jermichael Hasty, who caught the touchdown for Jacksonville. 2nd and 6. Lawrence on the strike to Zay Jones. Shoved out by Stevens. What a win by Michigan, and John Harbaugh was very proud of his brother. 3rd and 3. Hasty wide open at the 10. Hasty stood up at the 7 by Chuck Clark. 1st and goal for Jacksonville. Agnew in motion. Lawrence rolling right, throws on the run, incomplete. Nobody near him.
He's been on such a hot streak, so smart, great job by Trevor Lawrence.
22-yard field goal by Riley Patterson is good. Lamar throwing on 1st down. He's got a man down there. It's Oliver into Jacksonville territory. The former Jaguar, Josh Oliver, with his 8th catch of the year.
At San Jose State, they said, oh, yeah, he's pretty good in the pass game, too.
A 40-yard pickup. Jackson quickly the other way, and he connects with Duvernay. And that's another 1st down. Lamar steps up. He's going to keep it himself. And he gets inside the 20-yard line. Another 1st down for Baltimore. Instead, it's 2nd down and 10. Lamar up the middle, sneaks through, and gets to the 10-yard line. 8-yard run for Jackson. Jackson, 3-step drop, pump fakes, keeps it himself, and down he goes. Great defense by Jacksonville. This is from 24 yards away. And Tucker is good. Third and 5. Lawrence to Evan Ingram, and he is short. Great tackle by Stevens. Duvernay back deep. Duvernay drifts to his left, lets it go over his head again. Will it be a 3rd touchback? Thomas. And Claybrooks is there to down it. That's how you do it on special teams. Lamar, and he's got Mark Andrews. And you need a big play, they go to Mark Andrews. That gets him some breathing room, a 16-yard gain. Jackson steps up, throws on the run, and completes another for a 1st down.
Showing a little bit of fatigue from chasing him around.
Lamar up the middle across the 40 and spun down at the 44. So 8 more yards for number 8. Lamar looking deep, and he overthrows Duvernay. Incomplete, and it's 4th down.
And hopes he can get home with a 4-man rush.
Lawrence steps up on the move, lost the football, and Baltimore has it. Marcus Peters recovers the fumble. Ravens have run 20 more plays than the Jaguars. Lamar in trouble. He's going to run it inside the 20, and Lamar all the way down to the 12-yard line on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Lamar up the middle, inside the 5, still going, and he is no signal yet. A rare sight there. 2nd and goal. Edwards up the middle. Devon Hamilton with the 1st hit. 2nd effort, he's in. The Gus Bus into the end zone for the 3rd time this year. Lawrence pump fakes. Now over the middle, he's got a man, Agnew, and he's got a 1st down. Lawrence to Jones for the 1st down.
As if everybody's coming, not giving him a clear block.
3rd down, Lawrence buying time. Nobody open, rolling left, throws on the run, and it's nearly intercepted. Geno Stone had it in his hands. The decision here, 4th and 8. Lawrence, 3-step drop, looking for Jones. He's got him! What a throw by Lawrence! Drops it in the bucket for Jones, and a gain of 27. 3rd down and 2. Lawrence to Hasty. He's got some room to run. Cut back at the 10. Hasty still going. Down to the 1. Lawrence. Agnew. Touchdown. What a drive by Trevor Lawrence. And we got a ball game here in Jacksonville. Edwards, the running back. Lamar hands it to Edwards. And Edwards lost the football. Jacksonville has it. Tyson Campbell scoops it up. Lawrence, quick pass. Agnew, blockers ahead. Tripped up. Great play by Roquan Smith. So a 29-yard attempt for Patterson, and the kick is good with 4:19 to go.
It's a little bit of speed to clear out for your tight end, Mark Andrews.
2nd and 20. Lamar winding up, going deep for Jackson. He's got him! Deshaun Jackson! 2nd down and 11. Lamar, play action. He's got a wide open man. Oliver, touchdown! The former Jaguar! They entered today one of 7 teams yet to attempt a 2-point conversion. Jackson inside to Andrews, fighting for it, and he's got it! 2nd down and 10. Lawrence buying some time, pressure coming, spins away, football comes out. Jacksonville has it. The center, Luke Fortner, falls on the football.
And naturally the force of the last timeout used by Jacksonville.
All right, Gene, thank you. 3rd and long, Lawrence to Kirk. Kirk to the 30 to make it a manageable 4th down. Lawrence trying to keep the game going. Quick pass. Marvin Jones has it. His first catch of the day.
When you have Marcus Peters over there, a guy who is used to trying to get interceptions, you almost want to bait him with a short one and go deep behind him.
Over the middle, what a catch by Kirk. Into Baltimore territory. Down at the 43-yard line. 3rd down and 6. Lawrence looking deep for Jones. He's got it. What a catch. And now they got to hurry. No timeouts. 20 seconds to go. Lawrence throwing to the end zone. Marvin Jones. Yes. They call it a touchdown.
On target with the throw. Watch the extension by Marvin Jones. Let's see if his right leg comes down inbounds. Right there, that shin. That's a catch.
Jaguars going for 2. Lawrence in the shotgun. Looking left. Throws left. And it's caught. Zay Jones. The Jags go up by 1. Need about 15 to 20 yards. Lamar, with time coming off, he gets it to Oliver. He's got to get out of bounds, and he does. Tucker, kick on the way, online, does it